Go.
Alright, so our final project is a haptic bicep coach, and basically there's a lot of variations on the bicep curl, and we chose one where you want to keep your hand sort of at a 90-degree angle, so just by the thumb, and you want to move your arm up and down from a vertical position to about 100-110 degrees up here. And the way we measure and keep this motion steady is we want to make sure that the elbow is stationary. So if you've studied like kinesiology at all, this is the pivot point for the weight, for like the angle. So we want to keep that straight in the same position. So we use the accelerometer here to keep track of this position, and then if it deviates out like this, the vibrator motor here will indicate so.
Okay, so there's haptic feedback in the form of a little vibrator motor right down in there, and you have several motors on here.
Right, we have 6 total, 3 on the upper arm and 3 on the lower arm, which are giving you position this way, feedback this way, feedback forward and back, and then the ones on the lower arm provide sort of speed control as well as
I see. So they can tell you if you're going too fast or too slow.
Yeah. So to talk about the speed is that we have 90 degrees, 100 or so degrees here, and we calculated about a second to do the whole thing, which allows us to execute one curl at about 20 hertz. So we can do a number of 20 calculations for every curl, and that allows us to feed back to the vibrator motors to make sure everything is going right. And this keeps track, the lower arm keeps track of sort of the tilt,
this
as well
motor,
as the speed.
If I go too far, well.
Okay, just go for rotate. Oh, I see. That's cool. Okay, I can see them.
And then on the bottom, it'll be a little harder to get the ones on the bottom, but
I got them. Yeah.
Those are sort of providing a little bit of speed feedback.
Cool. Okay. And so this is, as you said, a trainer. It's meant to keep you in the correct position.
Basically what it's doing, it's meant to maximize the load on the biceps.
Right.
The bicep brachii muscle here, and it prevents you from using, let's say, your brachialis muscle, which is quite below where this chip is here. So basically maximize the load so you can actually guarantee your form, maximize your workload, maximize your effort in the gym.
So we think there's a lot of applications for not just athletes, but especially people doing physical rehab.
Therapy.
Right, because if you do exercises wrong, you can risk re-injury. So this can provide a way to sort of make sure that people are doing it with the proper technique without having to pay for a personal trainer all the time.
Very nice, and there's certainly a move towards home rehab and home care. And this allows a person to be a little bit independent, maybe have a trainer once a week.
Very intuitive interface where you just prevent the motors from vibrating, and it tells you directly whether they're in the wrong position and how to adjust.
Cool.
You just adjust, and then when the vibrations go away, you know you're doing it right.
All right. Let me